Hey guys, Marty Golden. In this next video, I'm going to show you guys how I introduce a dog to a pinch or prong collar and start working on my loose leash walking. Um, but before I do that, I did want to put together just a short little clip to show you how I size the collar. So I'm going to go into that first and then start working on the walking. So the first thing I want to do is make sure that I have the appropriate amount of links. So I'll put the collar on around the dog's neck and see that there are 2 extra links that I need to remove. Okay, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and secure the collar. Bring it up high. Spin the collar so that the D-ring, which is where the leash is attached, is toward the top. Okay, I want to take off any other collars that he has on. Put it off to the side. And at this point, we're ready to go. So this is Tango. He's 7 months old. I have sized this collar properly around his neck. It is the medium size pinch collar. I'm using a 6-foot leather leash and I have some treats. So the idea behind this exercise is to make sure that I can show Tango how to walk with me on a loose leash. But in order to do that, I have to teach him what a pinch collar is. So I always like to come out and actually allow a dog to pull into the pinch collar to feel the difference between it and his normal flat collar. Okay, so I'm just going to start walking, and the technique looks like this. As I start to walk, I allow the dog to make the mistake of getting ahead of me and past my hips. As they do that, I like to pull back on the leash and put pressure on the pinch collar so he can feel that difference. So here we go. Let's try it out. Let's go. Little pressure right there. I turn around and I walk the other way. There is a little footwork involved here. So as Tango likes to get ahead, pressure, turn, and walk normal, as I like to say. Again, I'm not asking him to do anything right now. Pressure, turn, and walk normal. I am trying to keep him on one side of my body, but I'm not telling him to heel right now. This will eventually turn into a good little heel position. And really, before I start popping on the leash like this, I just want him to feel the difference. I want him to feel the pressure into the pinch collar. Okay? It's already nice that he's not pulling me on the leash, but eventually I want to be able to take him for a really good walk with this leash and this collar. But I want to teach him the difference, like I'm saying. So one of the things I like to tell my clients when I'm working with them is when you're teaching a dog how to respond to a leash, which is not normal for a dog at all. Let's face it, dogs were not born to be on leashes. We have to teach them how to respond to a leash properly so we can use it to safely walk them. So when we're doing this with them, we want to make sure that we're keeping a consistent distance between me and the dog. And the best way I know how to do that is to keep him next to my side eventually, like we're doing right now. Okay, so you can see just with turning with him and changing direction on him, he's starting to realize that the most comfortable and safest place to be is next to my side. Okay, I'm trying to keep a loose, light leash. I'm not even putting a lot of pressure on the leash. This dog doesn't need a lot of pressure. Keeping my feet moving, not stopping, not allowing him to sniff the ground as we're walking, trying to keep his head up and keep my momentum moving forward. Back up, turn normal. So when I'm explaining a human analogy to my clients, what I like to tell them is, look, when I taught my kids how to ride a bike, I did it right here in this driveway. I didn't take them into town and teach them how to ride a bike around traffic and big distractions and dangerous situations. I taught them how to balance on the bike, taught them how to glide on the bike, and then eventually start to pedal on the bike. And when they became very familiar with how to operate a bike, then I started to take them into town. So I think a lot of times people make the mistake of trying to teach their dog how to walk properly on what I would consider a walk. Okay, so we don't want to do that. We want to try and teach our dogs how to walk on a leash in an environment that is easy, that is safe, and that is fairly calm. Okay, once I feel like Tango is doing a good job walking on a leash with me, then, and only then, will I try to take him on a walk. So, what I want you guys to try to do is, you're going to grab your dog, you're going to get the right size pinch collar for him, you're going to size it appropriately, and the first couple of days that you're out in front of your house or even in your backyard or somewhere that's fairly quiet is to just teach them how to respond to the pressures of a pinch collar. Then, once I feel like the dog is responding properly, I can start to actually pop and release on this leash. But that will be another video. I'll show you guys that in a couple days. But for now, let's go with this. Okay? So, go get your leash, go get your pinch collar, and go get your dog. Like, subscribe, leave some comments.